With or without you. With or without you. Hey, it's Nathan. What up, Nate? You hear me okay, man?
Hey, how's it going?
We're so good right now. Thank you for asking. Hey, I see you.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Hey, how's it going?
We're good. We're good. We spend the first bit of our podcast kind of looking through mostly social medias. Looking at like social medias. We're live right now, and we came on tonight bringing you on as a special guest. We actually wanted to ask you some questions. As someone who's involved with AI and cinema, you go aligned so perfectly with what Tuesday Cinema Club is doing these days. I laugh because I immediately open up social media and do you see this here? It was like a whole ad campaign for the Naked Gun series where they would talk about like no AI was used in this poster, and then they would have like purposely bad fingers and there's too many hands in this poster. It's like a continued of that ad. They don't even make reference to it anymore though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like now become like the meta imposition. Like the joke is that AI is everywhere. Just a little bit about what's going on. This is Government Name from Tuesday Cinema Club. I hope everyone's doing well. It's our weekly interview series. It's going to actually be a time capsule project. So we look forward to the future and we look at the tech today and kind of what cinema is experiencing with AI. We wanted to capture some opinions, and in a couple of years we'll look back and ask these same questions, and I really do think that we'll find it fascinating how people's minds have changed around what is going on.
I have arrived.
We have our co-host who just jumped on the interview with us right now, Sticky Fish. We've been running this for we're in the middle of our second season right now, and really we focus, like I was saying, not just on cinema, but also AI and cinema. So,
Bro, how is your mic this bad? You need to, whatever auto gate you have on it, or CRISPR, you just
still doing that.
You need to undo it.
That movie.
Just start over.
Hold on. Nate, I'm going to pause you because I got to do a couple things here. One, my host is so upset at me right now. Let me turn down the input sensitivity. Is that better? I don't know. How's my mic sound to you, Nathan? I'm just curious.
It's a little bit distorted.
Strange. That being said, let me try this. Sticky Fish, I gotta figure out how I can get your audio into this interview that we're doing with Nathan live right now. Because Nathan, you can't hear him, right? Because you're in this Google Meet.
No, I can't hear him.
Do you know what a Discord is?
I do. Yeah, I have Discord on my machine.
I'm gonna ping you an invite and get you in the call.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sticky Fish, how you doing? I'm gonna ping you this invite, Nate. Get you in the call, man. It's gonna be exciting. We're bringing our live guest into the inner circle here. And remember, folks, this could be you, right? If we ever reach out to you and you're interested in learning about, let's see, I got a special invite here. I'm gonna pop this over here and I'm gonna ding you right now. I think we're supposed to.
Sounds good.
We have two people supposed to be coming on this call, so you could drop off this if you want, and then we'll circle back when you get on the Discord call so you can hear our other host.
All right, sounds good.
Talk to you in a second, Nate.
All right.
Is that true that Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson are dating, or is that just marketing?
I mean, is my mic that bad?
No, it's fine now.
Yeah.
It was just cutting out literally like half your words. Whatever you had, like noise canceling or whatever, their CRISPR or like noise gate or something you had on it was not picking up half your words.
I can't believe we got Nathan to show up. He runs while we're waiting for him to show up. This AI modeling service. I wanted to bring it up, man. He had this all these AI models that make the best new. He solved something that a lot of filmmakers have been looking to solve, right? He figured out how to make 30-minute short films with AI that look like something you'd see in a movie theater. I'm quoting him right now. Let me bring up some of the films that I recently saw from him that I just, honestly, impressive, right? Like, so let me bring this over, full screen, and play. What are you thinking right now? Look at that. Is that not Jaws?
I mean, so this is like completely generated. It didn't take like something and it's like applying effects to it. It's completely
I
generated.
shouldn't have kicked him out. I shouldn't have told him to leave just so he could hear your voice, and I should have continued the call. I can't believe I got him on the call and then made him leave. I really hope he joins the Discord. Under he joins the Discord. No, he has a bunch of these, man. Here, let's look at this one. And we're on the wait list for it. I wanted to talk to him about being on the wait list for this stuff. Look at that.
I mean, this might as well be Jurassic World 3.
That's what I'm saying, right? I don't know.
Where's ScarJo? ScarJo, put ScarJo in this, and you're good.
Let me DM him again.
$1 billion Universal. Let's go.
I'm gonna tell him we're showing your product right now. Please join us to talk on it. I wonder if we're gonna get the other person. I can't believe he left. I get it though. He was tripped out. I don't know what's going on most of the time. I don't think anyone wants to be on an interview with us.
I wouldn't.
Why is that? Hold on. Why is this not updating there? Okay, now it's updating again. Right?
I mean, I see the stream updating.
No, I'm talking about my Taki boy. Yeah.
Oh, I need my persona.
Yeah, your persona's off. I mean,
let me get my persona on. That's what I come for.
the OBS stream is kind of like, yeah. And if you could share your screen right now, we would probably. Oh god! And then I forget that it's like I need to make two. One that's specific for when you're a single, and one for when you're a double, because how it unfortunately works is when you move it. What is this?
What you need is both the creator of the VTuber Persona app and you need an engineer at OBS. Have them both on the podcast and live vibe code a fix for that.
Yeah,
that's the content we want.
Hold on, I gotta get. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it live, as they say. But I gotta pop.
You would never be a used car salesman. You let that buyer get off the lot.
I can't believe he's DMing me right now. I think because I told him I'm hyping his product, so I think we're closer. He's gonna come back. He's coming back, man. He wouldn't do us like that. See, the problem is I have to like recrop this because there's like and then watch Burno come in. Yeah, we're sans him today, folks. I know that's really disappointed for a lot of you.
I mean, the only reason I come is because Burno is here.
We know that. It's a lot of people.
There's a big shout out in the chat if you're a Burno head, bro.
There's one viewer, and that's my garage. So there.
If you're team Burno, get your Burno merch here.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Fish. Get you over there. Do this. All right, we're so close to getting him. You don't think he's coming back, huh?
I think it's possible. You gotta really hook him though. Once he's just a tire kicker, you gotta really get him on the line.
All right, we're so fished out. Your persona's present now.
Thank God.
Let me check the LinkedIn. My phone's blowing up right now on the LinkedIn. Let's see, what's he saying? 4 messages. Never quit going. Can you invite me to that user to the Discord? All right, I gotta give him permissions.
That's huge.
Never quick. Oh man. This is...
Is he gonna stay for the whole movie or what?
He's in. I got him to complete an application. Approved. Oh, I can give him. Oh man, he says he doesn't know a movie from 1995 though. Why would he do that?
I've never seen a movie from '95, so
That's not true. That was one of our. Oh, we got a big fish on the line, folks. I just gotta find how to give him the right permissions now. He's like in the hellish hole that we put a couple other people. Where is... Got him. Give it.
yeah, the Discord is quite scuffed,
Oh, he's got the cinephile roll. Let's get him in.
but that's huge. That's huge.
He's in here. He's just gotta get in. He'll never find this place.
I mean, if you want a Marvel experience, go to Disney. This is for true cinephiles. You gotta seek it out.
He has to be a member for 10 minutes.
Discord is wild, bro.
No, I got this thing so locked down so no one can come in quick. Because it's like a public facing place. How do I get this guy in here? Man. Oh, it's okay. We got 10 minutes. You can wait. I bet it. I don't mean to make him wait. I'm trying to figure out how to... But I don't want to turn it off. It's kind of important. What happened to... Whoa. What's going on here? What happened to your screen?
Oh, I think... No, that's me. I minimized it.
Whoa. Where's my fish?
There you go. There you go.
Where's my fish?
It's so odd, because Discord needs it to be like an active window.
Yeah. And if I minimize it like that, it also stops working on that. So that's like an OBS thing though.
Crazy.
And then I don't know, for some reason it's like now OBS isn't updating yours right now. Let me push it all the way. It's like frozen on my...
Yeah, it's frozen on your side.
But it's not on the stream, which is weird. Wait.
Technology.
Where am I? Oh, you know why? Because I need to go to this. I don't know. Yours is stuck. It's weird. And even
I'll just be a PNG.
even stranger is that file as a... Okay.
Maybe well, bring me back, and then maybe I'll minimize it, and then bring it back. And then I do this, and then I do this.
Oh, you're talking on mine now. Yeah. You're splasher. Right?
Oh, there we go. Wait. We did it.
Oh my God, he immediately minimizes it. Shoot.
This is my only recourse. If I get muted in this Discord, I can still exert control by minimizing my persona. You can't actually stop me.
Oh, I don't think he has the right cinephile tag. Is the problem?
How could there be more than one?
That's the thing. There is. What could I give him that would make him? None of these. He doesn't deserve any of these tags, to be honest. Give him a swarm. He has the cinephile thing. Why can't he? I don't understand. That very strange. See, look, there's two though. Somehow there's two cinephile roles, and he only has one of them. I don't know how we did that.
That's pretty good.
You're not supposed to be able to do that. I think one of them you get for the Patreon too. Unfortunately, they like give you that as a reward for the Patreon. Although somehow I made it so.
Can we just make like thousands of cinephile tags with like blank ASCII characters? Just like
no, they're like they're the same tags, but they're slightly different. Oh snap! We got a first-time chatter. They said we could get a lot of new followers if we go to streamboo.com, remove the space. Sweet. Shoutouts to that. Homie's got to be in the server for 10 minutes before he can get here. I don't know how I can't get him in at Clever Street. Open in mod view. Adderall. I can't even give him that cinephile role somehow. I'm give him a bot user role.
Bro, you just don't have the permissions. Find the server admin. You think you're the admin of this server? You don't have the control.
I mean, he's been added to the thing. And somehow he joined twice. This is a good learning lesson for us, is what we'll say. I'll just tell him to grab a tea. I wonder if we probably lost him, right? You say these tire kickers, they go so quick.
I'm just saying, if I saw and experienced what this podcast was, the probability that I wait 10 minutes to be a part of it, ugh.
Well, he's in the Discord now. I don't know. That's life. I mean, he's got the cinephile tag, but he's not in create invite for Clever Stream. Okay, all we gotta do is press that. Let's see if that gets him in. It brings him way too close to the sun. You know what's crazy is that this wasn't even his interview. We got stood up by Michaela J.
Was that a LinkedIn person?
Both of these people are from LinkedIn. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's cut over to the agenda here. So, geez. We really haven't done any video editing. I want to show the edit of my short, but
this is legible and readable. I like this.
Hold on.
This is good.
I mean, we can make it super legible. Look, there, it's super legible now. We were supposed to be doing interviews. We technically started one. He's on the wait list. After we had, it is not gonna. If he spreads word in the community about this, it is gonna look bad on us. I'll tell you that much. They're gonna say we're not really right for interviewing people. Okay, so the Q&A, the creative chaos, that's underway right now.
I was quite chaotic.
How are you over my shoulder now? How did that happen? That's crazy. You're like whispering in my ear, or I'm whispering in yours.
It depends on which side you look at.
Very strange. I saw this guy driving a car today. I reached out to him. Left on red. I reached out to the director of the film too. Made like a local film. See if we could get them as guests. But when they watch this interview and see how we treated the last interview guest, they are not going to come on this show, I'll tell you that much. Hold on, he reached out. He said, I think I can join in a few minutes. There's some waiting period. Thanks. So, yeah, it's crazy. Whoa, that was very crazy. I don't know how we're going to get anyone to take us seriously when this is the content we're making, right? Oh, hold on.
I mean, you don't even have a functioning stream. Like, what are they supposed to do?
What do you mean? My mic sounds fine.
Not your mic. You're getting like sub one, not even FPS. It's frames per minute.
What are you talking about?
On the Twitch chat.
It says 60 FPS. Is my output.
Are you actually watching the stream on Twitch?
Why would I watch my own stream?
This is why it's never worked before, because you've never checked to see that it's functional.
Hey, how's it going?
Who's this? Oh, is he here?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, King. There were naysayers in the group. Do you know what a tire kicker is? You know what that means?
Oh.
When someone refers to
What is a tire kicker? I think I've heard that phrase before.
This isn't good. The stream quality looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean stream quality? It's like
What's
updates once every 5 minutes.
What's happening? It literally on mine. Look at this. On mine, it says right here.
Yeah, see, the thing is that it's been like that for 5 or 6 weeks, and people have told you multiple times, yet somehow this is the first you're hearing about it.
I thought it was just an audio quality issue. Good thing we're recording this. Speaking of recording, we're recording an interview right now, so let's stay on topic. And I want to go back to something quite clever. In fact, it's a clever street that is walked by Mr. Nathan Halford. Nathan, thanks for joining the Tuesday Cinema Club here.
Oh, no problem. Good to be here.
Yeah, a lot of people would say, hey, your Twitch FPS is low, and my response is, this is a podcast. So make sure we use the audio medium here. I'm sharing my screen. You're able to see it. We're right now watching a clip. Imagine the ability to create anything you want. We're on the wait list right now for Clever Street. When we just first saw this, if you didn't catch the stream, and apparently if you were watching the stream, you wouldn't be able to see it because the FPS is wrong. We said this is like the new Jurassic Park, man. We were like, where's ScarJo? Was what he said. We actually had a couple questions like on this. You want to talk about this scene specifically or anything like that? I'm not sure what you can reveal or go behind the scenes, but I know that cinematic moments is something Clever Street has been working on.
Yeah, we've been working on it now for about half a year. It's been, and we're actually working right now with different production companies within the entertainment industry to roll it out to them. And yeah, so as far as like Clever Street goes, we've been in the industry now since 2023, and we started off as a film production company, and then we transitioned into AI filmmaking really last year, and we got really started with doing a lot of work with Sora, and now we're just basically just masters at a bunch of different models. We do a lot of work like VO3, Sora, Runway. And our product that we actually developed for our own content is the one that we're actually opening up and releasing out so that public can use it. And it's, yeah, so basically with our own software, we're actually able to, a lot of the clips you'll see on my LinkedIn or even on TikTok, we're actually able to do those clips now just in about, or even short films, I would say just for like 3 minutes. Of content is taking about maybe 30 minutes to actually render it, 30 minutes to an hour. So it's pretty revolutionary as far as like the ability to create content very quickly that's high quality. And that's a lot of the tooling that we're releasing is basically allows filmmakers and content creators to just take a story and then bring it to life, and then select which particular model you'd like to work with. And then as we grow our company for Cinematic Moments, we're going to have a lot more data as to what content works best in which model. So you'll be able to drastically decrease the amount of time that it's taking you to create content.
Yeah. When you hear AI in cinema, what comes to mind immediately? Like, what's your gut reaction? And like, kind of focus in three areas, if you will, like artistic, technical, and cultural, right? So like, how does AI and cinema to you change art? How's it changed what it means to be technical? How's it change our culture as cinephiles, as experiencing stories, right?
Well, I think that AI in cinema is actually a really great thing, because a lot of filmmakers are actually able to come out and do great work before AI filmmaking. If you wanted to create a short film, you have to spend like $20,000-$30,000, and half the time you probably get screwed if you decided to do a short film. And now, like, you have all these different artists and filmmakers who are coming out and basically bringing their art to life, and it's creating a lot of different opportunities for a lot of different filmmakers who didn't have the chance before to get their work seen to actually be able to get their work seen. The disadvantage of it is that it will be utilized by certain companies for things that are, basically staff reduction, unfortunately. But it's just, I feel like what's going to end up happening in the next just 2 to 3 years is we're going to see a lot more films that are created that are really, really, really high quality. And there's going to be such a low barrier of entry that you have to really be at the top of your craft to really keep people engaged and wanting to see your work.
What does quality mean? Yeah, sorry, it's an esoteric question, but I think like, yeah, I like where you're thinking on the future, right? I bring up quality because I think of like, junk films, trash films, cult films, films that are beloved aren't necessarily the most technical or the most artistic in nature, right? Think of what the Cinematographers Guild presents versus what the everyman watches.
Great. I'm thinking more, when I'm talking more about quality, I'm talking more about just something that is actually like watchable. There's a lot of films out there that basically what ends up happening, because this is happening a lot before AI filmmaking, there'd be a lot of films, and those films that were actually created with such low budgets, and there was so many different dynamics and politics happening when the film was put together, that when it finishes in post-production, the film actually is just really not watchable. And you really have to kind of intoxicated just to get through the film. And the thing with AI filmmaking, the thing that my company's aiming to solve is basically making it cheaper to produce high quality films, and also giving power back to the filmmakers so that the filmmakers don't have to have their productions completely, I would say, gutted, and basically just being able to produce really, really high quality content that people can watch without having to worry about a lot of outside influence getting into the production.
I wanted to give Sticky Fish an opportunity here to speak as someone who is an enjoyer of cinematic quality.
Yeah, I think something that I would ask that I think is a really interesting topic is, do you think that AI films or AI cinematography, do you think that might evolve beside traditional film, or do you think that that's going to be something that's like a completely new medium? Right? Are we going to see AI filmmakers who only use that, who, like you say, don't need the big productions, they don't need to rely on tens or even hundreds of other people that might, take their vision and alter it in whatever way, something that maybe is more profitable or not what the artist intends? Do you think that there's going to be, you might go to the cinema or you might go to the AI cinema, right? Do you think it's that big of a difference, or do you think we should be focusing on bringing these two technologies together?
I think we should focus on bringing these two technologies together. I don't think there should be like AI films and then human films. One of the things with my own production company that I'm doing is, as I'm scaling it and growing it, I'm investing into building my own basically film company that does human acting as well. I just utilized AI filmmaking as like a way to basically showcase the quality of work that we can provide. And then we're actively right now building basically an office in Texas to basically facilitate the film production part of the company. And what we're doing is we're really trying to get really, I feel like what makes an AI film really, really good is the ability for the AI actors to create just a symbiotic relationship with the audience and the fans. So just showcasing what a lot of like the AI films that I'm seeing right now, probably 80 to 90% of them, they still kind of don't really look right. Half of the time you're looking at the films, it kind of looks like half psychotic type of looks, because it's just, they don't really have that human emotion layer. And that's really what makes films great, in my opinion, is the ability for an actor or actress to really bring it on set, have a really great performance, have a lot of different emotions they're showcasing. And then that's what my company is really pioneers in right now, is just, I would call it emotional AI, where it's the ability to inject emotions into AI actors and AI actresses, so that they have a feeling to them that is more human than you would see in a standard like AI film.
AI films powered by the dreams of those who no longer read. What was the last book you read?
I don't really read that many fiction books. I mostly read just different, I would say different industry journals, and then also different news, what's being released. I spend a lot of time these days in models. So I spend a lot of time just researching models, and then, so yeah, whenever I'm not doing my work, whenever I'm not working in the research lab, I'm basically just watching films, getting ideas on different shots. So I would say the last book that I really, really read was when I was like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That was probably the last book I read.
Hellish, yeah.
Yo, shout out to Dave Ramsey, man.
Yeah, that guy's so broke. You know how many times he declared bankruptcy? Talk about a poor grind.
So do you find it difficult now if you're spending so much time, watching film for basically business purposes? Do you find it hard now to see like, enjoyment in those films? Do you just like, how do you have that disconnect between like, man, this is a great film that I'm enjoying, versus like, oh wow, like how can I implement this into my software?
I think that I have a lot of difficulties watching Netflix right now. To be honest, it's just I have ADHD, so when I'm watching like Netflix, and if I'm not really engaged in the story, I lose interest fast. So I end up spending a lot of time, when I have some free time, going to cinemas and then just watching it in there, because it's really good. If you have ADHD, if you go to a cinema, it's actually a lot better, because then you can actually focus on the film. So I actually created everything and created the software because I really love film. But the issue is, like you said, it's kind of like certain people in certain industries, right? When they get out of their job, they don't really want to do that anymore. But so it's I spend around, I would say, about like 10 to 14 hours a day right now, just looking at content, looking at films. AI films, and whenever I'm not doing that, I'm usually just wanting to take a walk, go outside, play with my kids, because it's just, like you said, it's a lot of immersion into cinematography, into software. So yeah, but I always like really enjoy going to the movie theater though.
I really like.
So if you had,
oh yeah, go for it.
I was going to just ask, just as a gut check for you, how many years do you think we're away from the Academy offering an award for AI film, like as a new Oscar category?
I think right now we're about 1 year away. I used to think it was 2 to 3 years away, but I think it's 1 year now.
That's a very bold prediction.
I mean, how long does a Hollywood movie production take, sir? I would say that, like, aren't they, like, for example, let's just take a moment. In news, you say you read a lot of trade paper, right? Let's talk about the IMAX of The Odyssey that's coming out in next summer, right? So your prediction is that next summer or sometime after, in the Oscars that follow in the spring, late winter of 2027, in the same year that Nolan's The Odyssey gets an accommodation of plenty, there will also be an award for AI content?
I think so. The reason I'm basing that is off of 3 things. The first thing is we have agentic AI now, so we have basically systems that write their own code, so now we're able to do things faster. And the second thing is that there's a lot of different filmmakers who are coming out right now getting really, really good with emotional AI, and all it really needs is one really, really good story with really, really good emotional AI with an AI actor, AI actress, and then you're pretty much, all you really have to do at that point is just get it, kind of smoosh different festival programmers, get it into different lower tier festivals. You would start with probably your Austin, you could probably start with your Austin Film Festival or South by Southwest, get a lot of people to watch it, and then after that, you just more networking. So I really think it's really possible, because you have to think about it. Before, it was really, really difficult to create a film, and now it's more simple to create a film, and there's a lot of talented people who are catching on to it. So it just takes one talented person with networking skills, and then they can make it happen.
I mean, I hear the buzzwords, but there's a couple gaps.
I don't think it's I mean, there might be some technical limitations, but I think, like, it's going to be more of a problem with getting a bunch of old guys in old Hollywood, right? How do you reach out to those guys to show them that it's worthy of having, this on the same level as traditional film, right? So it's like you have to convince the people that exist in the Academy, right?
Well, you have to showcase traction. That's why right now I'm looking for different platforms to put the content on for the different AI films for myself and also other filmmakers, because you have to have traction. If you have traction, you can go and you can have meetings set up with those people, and you can showcase traction with a really good pitch. Then a lot of doors can open. But traction is like followers, views, how many likes and shares, and you just really have to build traction.
Do you know what it means to be put in traction? If you're in traction, do you know what that means?
No. What is that term?
Yeah, usually it means you're hospitalized in bed.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like AI needs to be hospitalized and sanitized. I have this thought about, if we looked back at models like a year ago, you think about how blurry and like just kind of bluesy colors, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm talking about VO1 or even before VO models, like early stable diffusion, like 1.4 and stuff like that, where everything wasn't even defined. You just were able to like kind of put out like horror glossy images. There'll be like a nostalgia for that, only for a select few, because those models came and went so quickly. There's this legacy that's of exposure that exists in symbols and colorways that literally generations of people were trained and experienced off. In a society that has experienced the Coca-Cola symbol, it's also experienced the Coca-Cola symbol change. And as you've grown, the Coca-Cola symbol's grown with you. But the way that it has been ever growing has been so controlled in a couple faceted ways. Not just that anyone couldn't draw the Coca-Cola symbol, it was how difficult it was to display that symbol in places. Right?
I agree.
You know, you go to places in the middle of nowhere and continents and countries you've never been to, and you know what you find on the sides of shacks?
Oh, what's that?
Hand-painted signs for Coca-Cola.
Well, speaking of Coca-Cola, we've been just experimenting in our lab about different things, and so there's these different defects, I like to call them hallucinations, that happen, and these hallucinations are pretty hilarious, but we can't obviously release them. So would you like to see one of them from a Coca-Cola ad?
Yeah, go ahead and post one in the channel. I would love that.
Oh, I can't post it because it's like it's interesting. I can't really share. I can share my screen. Can I share my screen on this? Oh yeah, I think I can. If you're interested, this was like, once I saw it, I laughed a lot. So now it's like, yeah, I can't. We can't release that. That's
go
like.
For it. Go for it. Share your screen.
One second. Let me just modify my permissions. But yeah, this is why I actually love my job a lot, because I get to see this type of stuff. But let me actually quit and reopen. I have to update my permissions. I'll be right back.
All right, Mac user.
I definitely think there's like
something.
There's a moment, right? There's like this moment when people were like, who's gonna want to watch the moving images on their television when you can just hear it on the radio, right? And now we're at that moment, right? Same idea. It's right at the forefront.
Yeah,
can you see my screen?
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on. I gotta press a button. I hate how they make this so difficult. Just one second. If I could do it quicker, I would. Hold on. So close, folks, yet so far. Okay, go for it. It's on the stream.
Alright, I'm just going to preface this by saying that this is a hallucination, but this was a really funny one, and I've been showing it to different focus groups, and yeah, let's see if you get the joke.
Guys, we need to talk. The doc says I'm diabetic.
So you didn't prompt that? You're telling me you didn't prompt that?
Nope.
What do you mean you didn't prompt that?
No, I didn't prompt that. It created that.
You prompted that. Show me the prompt.
No, I didn't prompt that. It created that.
I hate being lied to. And you're clearly lying, bro. Very frustrating.
No.
Then show the prompt.
No.
Show the prompt.
But I can't show you the prompt.
What did I just tell you about Brian? You come to my house, I'm gonna kick you out of this server, bro. This is very upsetting right now. You come on Tuesday, a Wednesday Cinema Club, on Michaela's interview, you show a Coca-Cola ad. Nate, do you remember what happened when Coca-Cola aired an AI ad? You're gonna say no, bro. I'm so amazed. I'm gonna just Coke AI ad reaction. The polar bears in the truck, bro. This is almost a half a year old. Is this? I don't see your name on this either. I don't see your name on this company, right? Is this is you guys and I didn't know? Am I broken right now? Hello?
Yeah, this was a hallucination that was done through reasoning models.
Are you Real Magic AI?
Nope. What, you actually saw one just like this before?
Like, this was something that they did all with AI and got in a bunch of trouble with. Right? And this is... this. They put this on the Super Bowl ad, bro. People got very upset. Or maybe they ran it during Christmas time? No, not Super Bowl. It's November. What does this vintage 1955's Coca-Cola mean to you?
Interesting. Yeah, so this was a hallucination that happened through reasoning models. It was a funny hallucination.
Reasoning models.
So yeah, a reasoning model is basically it's a model that's
So like talk to me like you think I know what I'm talking about. You talking about you use Llama? What are you using off Hugging Face?
no, a reasoning model is usually provided by a cloud AI service.
So you don't run like any stuff off Hugging Face. And do you know what Comfy AI is? You don't know what this is?
No, we don't utilize any of those ones for reasoning models.
Why wouldn't you want to use open source node-based applications for generative AI stuff? Have you ever explored this? Do you know what this is?
We have. We have.
You use Sora and prompting, and you think that's better? How much do you pay? You're building an office and you won't build the nodes? You don't use open source? I'm so confused.
So we do use open source for certain parts of the application.
Where?
Well, certain parts of the engine are open source, but other parts are not open source. It's very hard to maintain open source if you don't have a large crew of engineers.
I mean, if it's static, it's static, but okay, let's take a step back here. Did Coca-Cola even ask for that?
We're basically doing a different strategy in marketing, and our marketing strategy allows us to work on more exploratory type of concepts.
Do you think using Coca-Cola's logo like that is legal?
It's not. That's why it's not being released. Yeah, so we're not releasing. This is a hallucination.
I'm gonna let Sticky Fish ask some questions for a second. I need to regain my composure here.
Well, yeah, I think it's just it's very interesting. Like, let's get back to like a film application. I think that's a really interesting clip, though. So like, if you're like, how do you get into contact, or how would you get into like in touch with a potential like AI director? Like, what are you looking for as like, who would be your perfect client? Like, somebody contacts you guys and says, look, I've been stymied in the industry. No one's letting me produce what I want to produce. Like, it's too expensive. I don't have the budget, what have you. Like, who's the perfect person to walk in the door that you can be like, you're going to showcase this technology and like be able to, like you say, like gain traction, or to like get some sort of a signal boost? Like, who's that perfect person?
Well, we're talking with different AI film directors. We're talking to film directors in the entertainment industry, and we're talking with different film directors that are basically working for ad agencies. So a lot of it is just networking. A lot of the work that we're doing is very exploratory. Right now we're actually in process of just getting a lot more conversations going for the launch of our product.
That's huge.
And
that's awesome.
And yeah, so it's a lot of networking and just business development.
We're actually AI filmmakers. This podcast makes AI films. We post them on YouTube. You want to see one or two we've made? You're watching my screen, right? curious what you think of what this model looks like. Let's go to some of our videos. I release them as shorts. They actually get lots of views. Let's see. Which one's got the most views right now? All right, this one's got. Here's an AI one. Yeah. Check this out. So this is AI right down here, and then we take clips of films. It's this crazy style of content. What do you think about this kind of content?
Can you reshare again? I can't see it right now. It just turned off.
Is that a me thing or is that a you thing?
I can see it on the screen.
Yeah, it's a you thing, brother. It's okay though.
Can you post the link?
Yeah, of course, man. Share it right now. Yeah, we got a couple shorts here that we've made. Yeah, here's another one we made.
What is it with you
Cinephiles?
Classic. I'm gonna stop the music, even though it's been really good for the last 40 minutes. Really thought that was a great set. I want to share some AI content I've been making here. So hopefully you can see this screen right now. Can you all see this right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about releasing this. So let me know what you guys think here. This is a rough cut. This is a special edit, and it's only like only the first 2 minutes are done, so we don't have to sit for very long.
You've seen the news. The Senate just ran through the big, beautiful bill with a razor-thin 51-50 vote.
But listen
and when
closely.
this becomes law,
This program
it's going
won't be
to end
around
hardship
longer.
programs like
With
this.
the new administration
Right
taking
now,
office,
there's a lifeline
major changes
available
are
for you.
coming, and programs like this
Financial
may
aid
not
up to
be used.
$75,000,
That's why you need to act
and
today.
you can have it in your
There's no
account
credit
today.
check. Approvals are same
No
day.
payments for
And
90
it's fast and
days.
easy to
Jump
claim
on
your
this
funds.
now.
Here's what
You
you
can
do.
also withdraw
Dial 1
smaller
right
amounts.
now.
Press
Again,
1 this
press
second
1.
to hear how this
Don't
works.
let this opportunity
This
slip
money's
away.
your ticket to
Press
obliterate
1
debt,
and take
cover
control of your
rent,
future
whatever's got
today.
you by the throat.
If you feel like this
But
is
let's
not
be
for you,
crystal clear.
press 2 to opt
This
out or
is
call
your
us at
last shot.
833-863-7777.
Tariff hikes are slamming in by July 9th, spiking prices on everything from groceries to gas.
Are you using like JSON prompting for your workflows?
Program is gone, and you're stuck with nothing but higher prices than that. Press 1
Oh,
to grab
okay.
control of your future before this window. Slam shut. Don't want it? Press 2 to opt out.
Hold on. I don't. For some reason, I lost some frames there. If I can't see it, then you can't see it for sure.
Press 1 to grab control of your future before this window. Slam shut. Don't want it? Press 2 to opt out. Or 833-867-3774.
Do you have any credit card information to follow?
Yes.
My name is Monday. Confirm your identity. How much is your credit card debt? Please call 833-774 as it's only valid for 10 minutes.
Hi, this is Gia with the Financial Help Desk. Please confirm that you are calling about debt relief programs and have insecure debt.
Confirm. What is your favorite model right now?
You can always call back to reply to this number.
Hello?
And I will
Yeah.
Transferring you to a debt
Your path
Oh, thank you.
to bigger wins starts with 5 in a few minutes. Don't miss reply to this
Caller
number.
has declined
I will
further
resend it
assistance.
right away. Your path to bigger wins starts with that link.
Hold on. Poodle Skirt, I am trying. This is a lot of effort.
Goodbye.
Watch this.
I really like that
Wait, I need
that
the money.
transition was really good.
Hold on.
However it did between the AC. That was really good. Look at this right here, Yeah, this right here.
Confirm that you are calling about debt relief programs and have insecure debt.
Like, and then but it's just like
Confirm.
You receive it, get SMS that will arrive in a few minutes.
I just really like that.
Hello?
Like,
Yeah.
it's just like it's so good.
Oh, thank you.
Bigger wins starts with 5 in a few minutes. Don't miss out.
I don't know. It's just like the other thing fading in and just like yeah.
Your path to bigger wins starts with that link. Goodbye.
Wait, I need the money. That's pretty good. Like, how long did it take you to render this?
Please wait, it's almost done. Excuse me. Okay, that's the excuse me, that's the first cut. Yeah. Yeah, I just rendered that today, bro. Yeah, my favorite model that I'll be using, I don't know, let's just burn some credits live on stream. Kind of feel like doing that.
I wonder how does an AI director like know when to stop, right? You know, like how many, if you're sitting on a physical film set and you're burning through reels, or you're burning through SD cards or what have you, SSDs, like, you know, there's like a limit to what you can get, especially if you have to deal with the physicality of actors, or, you know, some sort of, if you're shooting outside or something, you only have certain light conditions or what have you. I wonder what an AI director has to think about for, like, you know, how many times you're going to iterate on the process until you feel, you know, done. Because I would feel like you'd always be right on the cusp of something great, and it'd be very hard to choose a moment to stop at.
Yeah, I think that we solve this issue a lot, which is utilizing different reasoning models to help us with content creation. This way, when you're using a reasoning model, you're basically allowing AI-led systems to help you create better content. This way, you can actually do this with a lot less takes, because before, when we were doing our process without reasoning models, it would take a lot of generations just to get it right. And then, you know, that costs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna pay for it?
So I wonder, like, if there's a moment where, like, the computational cost, like, starts butting up against a reality cost, right? Like, what if there's a point where you can either render out something in AI, or it actually becomes cheaper to, like, go fly somewhere and film it. Like, I wonder if there's a moment where that exists.
Well, yeah, that's one of the concerns that I'm having as a founder of my company for our launch, is just the amount of tokens that we're going to have to basically, basically just keep paying different bills to different providers. That's going to be a really interesting issue to solve, because as we get a lot of traction, we have a lot of people utilizing our software to create films, a lot of tokens are going to be consumed, and then people are going to get to a point, in my opinion, they're like, well, I want to create more films, but you need more tokens. And it's just, I can just see that, because when you first, we're trying to make it really good to a point where you don't even have to do that much work to create your content, so that you don't have to spend as many tokens to create your films. Because in my experience is, like, if you just make it so that they have to basically regenerate, edit, then regenerate, then edit, it's just going to cost them a lot, and then a lot of people are just not going to be happy about that. So that's why we spend a lot of time building our own reasoning model right now, that we don't have to, so that people, when they're basically just working within our software, they don't have to spend a lot of credits just to get the right shot.
So you just used the photo from Jaws when you made that Jaws photo, right? That was like 2 different prompts. And I see, like, Sora in the bottom corner. Like, are you licensed to use that? You, like, put your thing over it, and then, like, halfway through the edit, like, the Sora logo shows up? Is that, like, is that intentional? Like, let me ask you this. If you watched a movie and you really liked it and you found out that they didn't use AI, would you respect it less in your position? You're like, oh, they could have done AI for this. I can't believe they flew out to the desert to shoot this.
Well, you have to understand, a lot of the content that was created by my company to this point has been more exploratory and research in nature. So we were basically just researching a lot of different issues and solving them. We would put the logos of the different models so people would understand what each model was capable of. And a lot of people within the technology industry and entertainment industry would see the different logos there, and then they would basically just know, okay, that is capable with like a VO3, or that's capable with VO2, or that's capable with Sora. And that's why we were doing that at first. It was just more of a help to the film community. Now we don't have like Sora logos in the content anymore, because we're basically have perfected our process and our workflows, so we don't need to do that. And so yeah, it's also a good way we actually have, I would say, a completely bootstrap lab that we've built from the ground up, just working through these different issues since earlier in this year. And that is showcasing now a lot, because the different companies are understanding how much knowledge that we actually have within this space, working with the different models. So yeah, and as far as like if it's AI and if it's not AI, and then also the JAWS clip. So the JAWS clip was actually created by a reasoning model as well. Wasn't really prompts. We iterate with reasoning models to understand how to best create content. So that's the R&D stage, working with reasoning models. And then after we work with the reasoning models, then we basically know how to structure the prompts, because there's a very specific type of prompt that you can build, and if that particular prompt is called a JSON prompt. And a JSON prompt, you can define a lot of things within it, but if you don't utilize a reasoning model to help you with it, then it's going to take you a long time just to do it more manually.
I think a couple things. When you say I have to use a model to help fill in the blanks for my Madlib JSON, I say go read more books. The reason I say that is because when you go to prompt, if you have nothing to say, how can you have anything to show? And all I see people make are the same trite rehash that is being omnipresent in all slop. Once one person has a clever idea, my guy, your Coca-Cola bear reminds me of the gorillas and the Bigfoots talking, and it's just like, if you create something that is already in vogue, one, as a client, if I'm coming to you, I'm like, this isn't new. You're just showing me something. And then I question, like, what is the thing that you provide? So, like, these reasoning models, like the training and all these things, how can what training is it? Steel sharpens steel. Rich bot, poor bot, whose tokens my wallet gonna fund? All to produce slop. I mean, like, it would be like raising sick cow to sell burgers to homeless, but they don't even want it, right? Like, I watched someone watch a video recently. It was like a 4-minute YouTube video, and you talk about being ADD. Every 2 to 3 seconds, they would skip forward in the video 15 seconds. They would double tap on the side of the screen to skip it forward. That's how they watched the entire video, something I spent weeks to make. I don't think there is this generation that wants to even consume what is being the typical medium that existed in the past. This is slow TV. I think more people will watch this loading bar and wonder what comes out on the other side of it now in the future, because God help us, man. It's getting bad out there.
Oh, I agree with what you said. So the issue that a lot of production companies are facing is that they need to create content faster. With the introduction of tooling such as VO3 and then all this other tooling, it's made it so that becoming a content creator or filmmaker is actually very difficult now. So what ends up happening is you have to be able to think of ideas really quickly and creating content and then validating your content in the market to see what your fans and followers really like, and then just consistently shipping content. That's the biggest issue, and that's why reasoning models are very important to help cut down the time that it actually takes to make content, And
Is this
in the
good?
future,
Is this good content? You can't even get more than 720. It took about, I don't know, we could go back and check the clock. How long did we say from initial prompt to final output was that? 3 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for 728 seconds. Go buy a cheap DSLR and film something that looks better. I just think, like, I don't know, man. Even building something like this out of trash would look better than this AI stuff. And I think that's the thing, is like the realism. Let's go back to, like, what is realism, bro? Realism is this. This is like the realest thing. There's nothing more real than this. This is reality, and I don't think people want to see reality. People hate reality. They go to television to escape. They want to look something like pristine. They don't. I just think there's just this disconnect when we're chasing this realism, but it's not going to be realism that we're trying to produce. It's aesthetic. It's a malaise meringue that we want to taste but not be of, to know it only by the ephemeral remnants. Instead, what we have is this dead-end chase to create what is. Because the thing is like, and I'll end this rant with this, art in the past that has been trained, become the training data for the AI of today, was created in a response to reality. It was not reality. And so these AI models that everyone's training with, they don't train it with reality. They're training it with this response to reality. And what it creates is this unreality. AI in itself is a form of art because it's only being secondhand experiential. You could never, no amount of sensors could ever take in and create what is the brain of the artist, to create any, from the worst drawing to the most pristine. All of them were created by something that sensorily is different than the thing that's being presented, and we are like trying to trick ourselves into recreating it. It's out of control.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I completely agree. So there's certain projects I actually work on that are more for business purposes, more for just development. There's other projects that are more creative. So the creative projects, they take longer because there's a lot of thought that goes into it. The character arches, the different scenes, the visuals. And
They're character arcs, not arches. All right,
yes.
Let's end the interview here. Anything else you want to say before I kick you from the server for life? Just kidding. Hello?
No, it's just interesting. So, were you being serious by that comment?
Oh, it was just a joke way to end the interview. We are ending the interview because we're going to go to watch the movie next. That's what we do on the podcast.
Okay. All right, that's understandable. Yeah. So thank you for inviting me on this. It was a pleasure, and yeah, thank you very much, and you guys have a great night.
Yeah, brother. Stick around. You can watch the Twitch stream. I hear it's at really low FPS right now, so it's probably going to be super non-enjoyable.
FPM.
FPM, frame per minute. Yeah. What?
Wait, pull up the wheel real quick, and then let's get a prediction on what movie should win the wheel.
Before you go, we want to know. Can you recommend a movie? We'll put it on the wheel next week. I'll go to the library and check it out, and then also watch The Wheel get spun. So
yeah, I got the wheel's the best part of the week.
The wheel is the best part of the week. A lot of people love the wheel. Some people say there should be more wheels on the show. So if you don't know, the wheel is a wheel of fate here, where we spin it and we decide what movie we're going to watch on the show. We got a couple options right now. Can you see the wheel? I don't know if you're still watching, Nate.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just actually getting used to Discord. I haven't really used it that much before, so Mostly I'm just on Zoom and Microsoft Teams and things like that. But yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, as far as the film goes, like I said, I watched most of the films in theaters. What was the last movie that you saw in the theater?
I just saw Eddington.
Eddington. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ari Aster's fourth film. A24 produced, Joaquin Phoenix led, Pedro Pascal. It's a commentary on COVID. Huge recommend. What about you?
Okay.
Let me guess, Superman.
No, I haven't really had that much time to watch that much. I've been focused on our launch, but
Holy,
I think I'm really wanting to go see this.
I hate people
don't really-
who lie, bro. You just said all you do is see movies in theaters. And then you said you don't
Yes.
see movies.
Well, I haven't seen movies for about, I would say, a couple months now.
You said you watched 14 hours of AI content a day. Do you just are you just on like a slop feed? Like, where are you watching that content? Are you just on TikTok and you follow AI bots? Like, how do you get that?
No, to actually work on our software, we have to look at different content that's created and basically make modifications to the different reasoning models and everything that's under the hood. So when I'm working on...
It would be a modification. You go to the JSON and you change it from like high definition. Did you change that to the word 4K? Is that an example of what a reasoning model JSON update would look like for you?
No, it's actually a lot more complex than that. It just is a lot more complex than just switching the JSON, but we have to work with different models to basically spawn new generations just to see what things look like in different models, and then take that and take our learnings and just constantly stressing the models. Would you like to see like an AI film that we're basically getting ready to release in about 1 or 2 weeks?
Yo, get the link for that, and we can put that on the wheel.
Yeah, we would love to watch that on our podcast. 100%. Can you give us like
Yeah, if you can get like a link or
private?
Yeah, because then we can put it on the
memo?
yeah, put it on the wheel. That'd be great.
He's gonna say no.
Well, we can't. We're not releasing it yet. It's still in pre-production, but I can show you some of it right now on this call if you'd like.
All right, bro. We'll let you end on that.
That'd be great.
Put it on, please.
That'd be a good way to end the call.
All right, cool. 1 second. Let me just get it up. But have you had a chance just to see the more previous work that we've done? Did you see Human Error by chance?
I think I saw the trailer for it on your YouTube.
Okay. Let me. Leviathan is actually the story that we're
The word is
releasing.
Leviathan.
Well, I call it Leviathan.
Did you
Yeah.
Did you spell it differently?
I actually used to live in Asia, so I say things a little bit differently.
It's okay, man. I mean, it is. You
And then
call it
also,
whatever you want, but it doesn't change what the word is what I'm saying. I got an accent too. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a grammar fixator.
Enforcer.
So yeah, let me get this up. So this is a lot of generations and films. But did you have a chance to see the My Family in Asia film?
Yes, I did. What? I mean, you call these films, bro? They're like 2 minutes long. Is there like full length links I'm not finding?
Well, yeah. So those are AI films that were basically, I would say, at the top when they were actually released, and at the top, that was actually what the technology was capable of at that time. So that's what we ended up releasing at that particular time. Let me get to this one really quick. So you've seen a lot of the content, huh? That's cool. What was your favorite?
If you're just going to the Clever Street YouTube right now, I can go there on our stream.
No, I'm looking for the cut that we had. Just 1 second. What was your favorites of the films that you saw?
Here's what he was talking about. So, do you just put Clever Street over the like VO3 logo here? Is that what this is? I think that's what that is, man. That's wild. I don't think you can do that. I don't think you could just do that. I don't think that makes it yours, even if you just use VO3 to generate. Have you ever been in like a work cell like that? Hey, have you ever seen Brazil?
This is a great movie.
Well, like I said, we did certain things to just basically showcase what the models were capable of while we were doing research and development.
Set in a concentration camp, huh?
I mean, it's topical.
Oh yeah, TikTok didn't really like that one.
Have you ever played Detroit Become Human?
What, the video game?
Yes.
No. Second. Oh, I found it finally. Yeah, so let me know what you think of this one once I play it. I'm curious what you think because we're still in pre-production on it. But it's going to be about 30 minutes once it's all done. Second, let me share. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is in pre-production, so there's...
Hold on. Oh, I want to get it on the stream too.
All right.
It's important. We call this Leviathan. Yeah, go for it. Hold on. Yeah, you got the audio.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that
one. Oh, like Ouroboros. Whoa. Oh man, Bruno's missing it. He would love the jet scenes.
Well, yeah, so this is just one segment.
So
There's some...
hold on one second. There was like this respot where like you showed the same hand on the bars twice. Was that just like two outputs from the same prompt and you used those two videos in the cut, or was that just like where the fast edit? I'm just curious if you know what I'm talking about. Like, how do you edit these together? Do you just slap all the clips in a timeline, or do you guys have editors? Do you use AI editors?
So we have two parts of editing. We basically do AI editing, and we also do some manual, I would just say standard editing. But yeah, so there's different glitches in it that we're fixing, and there's other scenes that are going to be added in. But yeah, that's just that's basically just part of it that's coming out. I would say it should be out in about 1 to 2 more weeks from now.
Well, we're excited for that. Thank you so much, brother, for coming on. I hope you stay well. Sticky Fish, any parting words for Clever Street, brought to us by Nathan? You're on mute.
No, sorry. Yeah, I'm really excited too. I think this is a really interesting time for both technology, cinema, for AI, for artists, for basically all humans. I think it's really, 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 really exciting, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
Look at it this way. Look at what I made versus this. Which would you rather watch? Right? Look at the 2 short films. We watched 2 minutes of 2 short films. Which one was better? Unquestionable.
Oh,
Unquestioned here.
I think it's like I think what I was alluding to earlier. I think these are 2 entirely different mediums, right? Completely uncategorically, they're just mismatched. You know, I don't. It's like asking what's better between, like, I don't know, like your favorite food, like a chocolate chip cookie, or like, I don't know, like some other really nasty ethnic food. So you can't compare the 2.
Yeah. Did you guys enjoy it though? Any comments?
Have you seen what you're making and then thought what it would take to make that without AI and just been astounded? You'd be like, I could never.
Yeah, that's why I started my production company, because I knew that just doing that at that sort of scale would be ridiculously expensive. And yeah, I think as far as like my storytelling ability, I'm really good with monsters. I don't know why, I just am. It's weird, but yeah. So the other things that I put on my link.
Favorite Guillermo del Toro film?
I would say it's the Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, excited for his Frankenstein coming out.
I am. And
Do you think you'll
let me
use any
see.
AI on that project?
I think so. I'm
Interesting.
hoping that we actually close some of these upcoming production companies so that we can start working on some really cool films within special effects. Love to show you.
That's cool.
We would love to see that happen for you guys. Fully behind and support everything that's going on with your organization. Really thank you for your time today.
Awesome. Sounds good. So yeah, if you want to, we're basically, so the Leviathan project, and I said it wrong, is going to be a 2-year project that we're doing. We're releasing basically about 5 to 15 minutes of content at once. And it follows basically a young family as they're trying to escape from basically a monster. And there's a nice little twist that we're putting into it. You saw some of the trailers before with the little girl, so there's a little twist that we're putting into it, but we're shooting it in multiple scenes, and I'm trying to get to a point where I can basically have half of it done with AI, but then by the time I get to half of it, I can then basically just get a feature film basically done with other production companies. And I feel like it's a really good concept because it's the start of our villain series. So Leviathan is the first one, then we have Eve 1. And Eve 1 is actually, are you familiar with the Lilith story from the Bible?
I thought you were going to say Neon Genesis Evangelion, but you know, that is also biblically bound.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lilith is basically, we're creating it as, she's the second of the villain series, and Joker is the third within the villain series, and it's kind of like a villain's universe that we're building from the ground up.
So first there's Leviathan, and then there's Lilith from the Bible.
Lilith.
Yes, Lilith.
And then Joker.
Yeah, in Joker. So, and basically, if everything goes to plan, in about 2 years, it's going to be like a villains Avengers.
Yo.
That, I mean, that is, I mean, wow.
Well, they don't really do villains really well right now. Did you see the last Joker? I thought it was kind of a sham.
A sham, huh? Like,
I mean, I thought it was a real step down from the first Joker.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we're actually releasing another one for Joker soon, a short film. It's the same type of project where basically we just utilize AI to create the actual film, but do it in segments.
so
Every 2 weeks we have another
beta
segment.
access. What does that mean? I'm just curious. Do you think there's a chance we'll get the beta access?
Yes, you're going to get a beta access. We're rolling that out starting next week. And so we're asking as part of the beta program, you're going to be invited into Discord. If you see anything that looks a little bit off, just basically bring it to our attention. And yeah, so did you want to kind of see what the product looks like a little bit right now?
Sure. Oh,
Cool.
We're behind schedule though. We were supposed to start a movie, so
Yeah, we have to start our film, unfortunately.
yeah. Maybe,
Okay,
maybe next
no
time.
problem.
Well, how about you reach out
All right.
when Joker vs. Lilith comes out, or you said Lilith's not for a while. It's a 2-year project.
Yeah, Lilith's not for a while, still on storytelling.
Yeah. All right.
All right, sounds good. Well, it's a pleasure, you guys, and you guys have a great rest of your night.
Later.
All right, thank you.
Later, King.
Thank you. All right, bye.
What a champ. He might not.
I mean, that's the
He might know what
that's
the
the-
tire cooker is, but let me tell you, he's got an AI model. What has he got? He's got a. Kept using a term that was driving me. A reasoning model. It's got
it's a reasoning model.
It doesn't make any reasoning sense.
I'd like to watch a film.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just reading some really good code input. We should have shared that. Villains equal true, bro. Oh my god. I think this is gonna be our best podcast yet. There was some great talking in that.
If anybody can work through the single digit frames per minute audio issues,
The thing is, I'm recording a video of all this, and the video
will
the video
it'll
goes
be
to YouTube is fine.
yeah, that'll be it. I'd watch that. I mean, I think he's right though. I don't think a single production company would offer anybody who would share that money. So, like, the AI is like the only way to get that out.
Who is Lilith? I don't know who Lilith is.
Have you not read the Hebrew Bible?
I've read the Bible. What is Lilith?
No, the Hebrew Bible.
What
You're
is-
not they took that one out of the Christian Bible.
Whoa.
Yeah, where you been, bro? Read the correct Bible for once, and then you might learn something.
In Mesopotamia? This is what Mesopotamians look like? What the fuck? The alphabet of Sriracha?
Yeah, where have you been, my guy?
What is this?
Learn something.
You know what? I didn't think I had anything to learn from that guy, and he dropped Lilith on me. In a huge get. He's like, you think you know how to pronounce Leviathan? What was it? He called them villain arches instead of villain arcs.
I mean, to be fair, it's not called the, you don't go to Cincinnati and go see the Ark, like it's the Arch.
Yeah, they're different things.
No, it's the same. It's the same concept, same shape.
So Lilith is in there with Eve?
Yeah, Lilith is the second female created.
But this makes so much more sense. I was always
Listen, as a part of the Goyim,
you can't become chosen, my guy.
Yeah, you don't know this shit.
Wikipedia is so long. This is crazy.
Yeah, because it's an entire book. What do you mean? Like,
Bro,
where have you been, bro?
are they canonically red-haired? What? What is
Bro,
what?
you need to
This is-
watch for a cinemaphile. Like, you need to watch some movies, bro.
Lilith's in movies? What movie is Lilith in?
I mean, Evangelion has it.
That's why I
you
said it. That's why I said it. But I just... Man,
I mean,
It's-
I think even shit like Assassin's Creed has it. It was like a big part of Assassin's Creed
I don't
lore,
play
and that's like an Ubisoft flop game. You know, like it's out there, bro.
Assassin's Creed.
Where are you at?
All right. One, I'm gonna get off the Google Meet, I guess, because totally got stood up by Michaela. I'll have to reach out to her on that. Yeah, local film.
Thank God, Waterworld is only 1 out of 1,000 for this wheel.
It is 1 out of 1,000. Somehow Drop Zone, the core, Behind Enemy Lines, and Street Trash. I didn't add anything because I left what's on there. All right, forget this. Let's spin this shit. We're taking too long. Shoutouts to our sponsors,
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola and what is it? Bleecker Street Films, Easter Street Films.